this video, we are going to go over exercises to make your baby turn head down if they are breech or transverse. And before we get going on these exercises, I want to talk about why is baby breech and what these exercises are doing to get baby head down. So if your baby has been determined to be breech or transverse, first things first, it is not your fault. Society and our culture has definitely welcomed just the opportunity for our pelvises to get twisted and torqued, tight. And some of those things can be due to long car rides, holding a toddler on your hip, sudden abrupt stopping, such as like a fender bender, sitting while working, slouching on the couch, standing in poor posture, and even crossing your legs or serious falls. We are definitely not sitting and working in a squat position, which lengthens those pelvic ligaments like different cultures do. And so what's happening is baby is having to compensate and figure out, okay, there's not enough room in that lower pelvis for me to get head down. So they will stay in a different position where they feel like they're gonna best fit. And so luckily we have exercises that can loosen those lower pelvic ligaments, balance them out, and encourage baby to turn head down and in a great fetal position for an easier, smoother, faster birth. These exercises would be great if done morning, noon, and night for about 6 days, and then maintained with great pregnancy stretching exercises to maintain balance throughout the rest of your pregnancy. The first exercise is called the Psoas Release. Engage the abdominal muscles to stack the torso over the pelvis. Rest one hand on the edge of your bed. Draw your shoulders down away from your ears. Sink your sits bones down toward the floor and keep your lumbar spine long. Be aware of your stretching hip joint as you inhale and exhale, releasing this deep pelvic muscle that goes from the front of your pelvis to the back of your sacrum, can unravel a torqued and tensed lower back. Hold this position for 20 seconds and then switch to the other leg for 20 more seconds. Next is the forward leaning inversion. Begin on your knees from the edge of a couch, bench, or low bed frame. Lower slowly onto your hands onto the floor, then lower onto your forearms with your elbows out and hands together. Make sure to keep your chin tucked in and in alignment with your shoulders and keeping your head off of the floor. You can hang your head freely and move your spine gently to provide more comfort to the connective tissues. Hold this position for 30 seconds, and as you walk back up, make sure to pause to allow your pelvic ligaments time to set in the pelvis and your womb to be better aligned within the pelvis. Next is the breech tilt. At the edge of your couch, prop up pillows, a peanut ball, or even an ironing board to create an angle that lifts your bottom up about 15 to 21 inches. Kind of start on your back and aim your shoulders at the base of the support system. Rest your legs on the couch or on the either side of the ironing board. The breech tilt helps the baby back out of the pelvis and tuck the chin to hopefully flip into a head down position. Make sure to clear some time. It's super important to do the breech tilt for 20 minutes. Next, we're going to follow up the breech tilt with the hip slide and glide. Place your hands on a flat surface. With strong arms, sink back into your hips, past your heels, now becoming aware of your hamstrings. Carefully shift your pelvis to your right leg and shift to your left leg while continuing to sink back past your heels. Gliding back and forth, loosening up the pelvic floor, groin, hamstrings, lateral thighs, and psoas muscle. Mobilizing the deep hip muscle and ligaments that may be tight from improperly sitting for long periods of time. Next is the open knee chest. Place your forearms and knees on the bed or a couch or on a nice cushioned floor, and knees about hip width apart. Then aligning shoulders up over elbows, rest your head on your arms. Become aware of your spine and thighs, making an upside down V. Hold this position for 20 minutes. When you come back up slowly from your forearms to your hands, allow those temporarily lengthened ligaments to align the womb better within the pelvis. Next, we're going to follow up with the pelvic tilt release. Start with your hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Knees are a little apart, not touching. Focus on your lower back. Lift your lower back, flatten your back again. Your back goes from straight to then arches up. This is a great release follow-up to the open knee chest as it frees the sacrum and loosens the hips. If you can't find time in your day to do this long of a routine, you can alternate the breech tilt and the open knee chest. Okay, so these exercises are going to be best useful in combination with a Webster certified chiropractor, but we can also turn back time and still get great benefits out of these exercises. After baby has made its way head down, it's super important to maintain good pelvic posture, especially while resting, and to do pregnancy stretching exercises daily so that you can maintain pelvic balance. If you're looking to spin a posterior baby into the anterior position, check out the top 3 exercises to spin baby into the LOA or OA position. All right, that's all I have for you in this video. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.